Look who it is. So here we are down in Kent, sunny Kent. Look at the lovely blue sky. Yeah. And here we are at Pete Freebird's house and we're with Woody. Look at him. So he's well into his fifth molt?
Fifth molt, I think.
Fifth or fourth molt.
And coming into sixth season.
Sixth season. And I know the Facebook warriors would say, oh look, his beak needs a coat. He's in the molt and the beaks grow very fast in the molt. If they're molting well, it's thought that the hormones that drive the molt also produce that keratin on their beaks, so don't worry about that. But he's looking in fine fettle and it's pouring of rain. Now let's just look at his back here. Look at that. It's a well-oiled, mature male Harrisol. It is pouring of rain. We've just walked in here. He's absolutely bone dry. Anyway, how's things, Pete?
They're really good, actually. We've kept him sort of slightly manned up, just to keep...
Chilled out, isn't he? I've just poked him on the nose.
Yeah, look, he's all right.
Yeah.
You just have to be very wary of their feet, obviously. His beak will be coated probably in a couple of weeks, just to take the end off, and it will slowly become into a point. But certainly before the end of the molt, or at the end of the molt, it's going to rouse.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was like a sneeze that never came, wasn't it? How unreal.
We'll have his beak all coated up, ready for the season, which we're looking forward to. I'm sure you are as well.
Yeah, I am in a way. It's all got a bit weird on the channel, but one thing to say about that, people say, oh, give them a rabbit head. That kind of thing works really well when they're at flying weight. Most birds at molting weight, they turn their nose up at things like that. Zeus, I give him a frozen rat. The eagle, he gets a frozen rat and it works like a rabbit head. He has to scrape off tiny bits of meat, work hard at it, and it keeps his beak in fine fettle. But you know, if he likes rats, maybe half a rat. But yeah, it's just easier to coat them, really, isn't it?
That's a good idea.
And especially when you've got them handleable like that, and you can just nip the end off, can't you? So it's not a problem. Is it?
And with the rabbit head, Woody loves rabbit heads during the flying season, but as Dave said,
they're not going to work hard at food when they're not hungry, are they?
No, he won't. He will not touch a rabbit head.
Look, in fact, he's so chilled out, isn't
he? He loves a bit of a chick.
They do love chicks, don't they? Well, good or bad, birds love chicks.
They're like chocolate to them.
Yeah, if you want to tempt a bird out of a tree or something's gone wrong, or even a lost bird, often, believe it or not, they see a chick and haven't seen one for a long time. Yeah. I suppose it's like we've just been drinking beer. It's not good for us, but we like it, don't we? But look at that. So, Pete, I haven't had time to look at any YouTube. Pete's, Ben Woodruff's, any Falconry YouTube. I've done a little bit of like how to change the spark plugs on the GSXR, which is very random, but nothing. It's been manic until the schools have finished. And I've completely forgotten what I was going to get to the point of. Oh yeah,
but it was something to do with AI.
It was. See, I need AI. So Pete was just showing me some of his last video. I hate AI for the fact that I hate the whole. It's going to destroy conservation with all the photos and imagery. If you're a wildlife photographer, it must be the bane of your life. Adults, not children, are sending me stuff all the time in Messenger. Is this video real? And it'll be someone shampooing the gills on an 8-foot-long axolotl or something. It just, no, of course it's not real. Even adults don't know, so I hate it for that. But some of the stuff Pete's just been going through some AI questions. What's it on? I think you did tell me to get it.
The molt.
No. What's the app?
Oh, ChatGPT.
Oh gosh, talk about frighteningly and the knowledge it has.
But I was sent some pictures of a bird in a nest holding up an umbrella over the young bird. And someone said to me, this is amazing, look what these birds are doing. And I had to explain to them about AI. You can see it's AI.
If you know the stuff, and this is the problem. People, adults, not just kids, I work with kids all the time, but they don't know animals. So I've just seen one just now before we came here, and it was two little cute little birds inside a rose, snuggling from the rain inside a rose flower. And an adult posted it on their page and said, is this real? Now obviously there's suspicions there for them to post it, but the lady obviously thought it might be because it was beautiful and cute. It's just horrendous. However, Jack, who works for us at the Falconry Centre, is a brilliant volunteer. He actually works in tech and IT. He said to me 2 or 3 months ago, Dave, it's going to be what the Ford Model T, I remember, the Ford Model T was to travel and automation from the horse to the motor car, changed the whole world and how we do everything. We said AI is going to be that to humanity. It is going to change it. It terrifies the hell out of me, but it's certainly stuff Pete's showing me, and you guys probably know this already, but yeah, how basically 2 seconds to trawl all the published work on the whole of the internet in the world and give you an answer. So terrifying stuff. Anyway, we're here because John in Australia has said to me, is there a market in the UK for good falconry leather? And I said there is, and there is no good falconry leather in the UK. We just can't get really good leather that's thin, tough. Pete, is this music in the background going to demonetize my video?
Yes.
Yes, okay. No cha-ching from this one.
What we'll do is let's see if we can hear it.
We will hear it. Doesn't matter. Anyway.
We'll
That's 70 quid a month. I'm not going to get it from the falconry shop. No, listen. We've only had one bit. John has sent me some leather, and I said we don't get good leather here anymore. You need relatively thin leather that has almost no stretch in either direction, and if you slit it with a Stanley blade, it's incredibly tough to tear with or against the grain. You got and people, oh, I've got kangaroo. I've seen 4mm thick kangaroo hide, and you can tear it as easy as peasy. It's got to be supple and really tough for good falconry leather without hardly any stretch. He sent me some a while back, and I said, John, this is no good. It's the same as what we get here. And he sent us another pack. They've got some really good kangaroo hides, and if this leather works out, and we're going to test it now, I'm going to send you the link to and a rough price to where you can inquire and buy part of or whole hides for your falconry. So half a hide will last, of good leather, would last any falconer a lifetime. But if you're into making hoods and equipment, then this could be some really good imported stuff. It's vegetable tanned. Now I think in the past the chrome tan stuff I had was amazing, which I don't think you can get anymore. But we're going to give it a go, and if it does work out, I'll send you the link, so stay tuned. Bye for now, Woody.
See you later.
Okay, so I've got no good leather. Like, I've got a lot of leather, none of it's any good. This is Pete's. So Pete, what did you buy this as?
Kangaroo hide.
Kangaroo hide. How much to get it here?
I've forgotten.
Okay.
It's something like £35, I think.
£35. And this is
Might be more, but
no, yeah, this is what you're looking for. Both directions. It has a grain leather, so very little stretch in that direction. And I'm quite honest with you, very little stretch in that direction. There's more this way, so you'd cut your jesses, for example, so that the stretch was across them, not with them, so they're not getting longer because they'll stretch. We're not oiling this yet. We're going to do it dry, but this is what we want to do. We're not going to punch holes to stop it splitting. We just want to know how easy it splits. So we're going to go that way. Yeah, I mean, that is taking... God, I mean, I'm weak, but that took a lot to rip. That has took a lot to rip that. I'm going to go the other way now and ruin your half a kangaroo hide. So, again, you're just cutting it. Oh, yeah, that's tough. That again has took a lot of ripping.
Yeah.
That is 10 times better.
is it? Oh,
Than
good.
anything I've got or had for a long time.
Yeah, that's
So we're going to put this aside. I'm not going to tell you where you got it from yet. You can see I wouldn't make anyone good to work in a clothes shop folding up shirts. Okay, so what we've got here, by the way, we're about to have a really nice steak, not cooked by me. John has sent us from Australia kangaroo hide. This now is being used by some very big kit manufacturers, one of the very biggest in America. We've got 2 different thicknesses. So this one, I'd say, this one I love, this is thin, and this one's a bit thicker. So if you wanted really tough anklets, or something maybe for, I say for an eagle, like they chew more than little birds or anything, but that's a tougher product. It's quite a stiff product. You'd agree that's quite soft, floppy leather.
That is very soft. That's
very supple.
My mate liked it for the Merlins.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
This is more stiffer, so certainly nice for anklets and things for bigger birds. This thinner and softer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with the thin one. Yeah, there's almost There's no stretching that worth mentioning. So
I was quite surprised.
yeah,
So
stretch
different.
test.
What's
You
that
can't
table
know.
though? Because my
I
wife
won't
would
cut
be
it.
out
I won't cut it. Don't
she'd go
worry. I
mental.
won't cut it. I've only had 8 pints. No, I haven't really. Right, we're going to go this way.
That's her finest plastic. Wow.
I'm afraid to say that stretched. That was tough, but it wasn't as tough as yours, Pete. I've got to say. Yeah, that's better. Okay, yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Right, let's just do
In
one
that
more way.
direction.
Okay, that is hurting my thumb.
Just,
I'd be very happy with that.
Yeah.
I've got to say.
yeah.
That's on par with yours. I think that went a little bit easier, but that's good. That's good. That is good. I will say that is very,
That's passed
very
the
good.
test.
That has passed the test for sure. For anything I've got now or had, you know. So I'm going to go for the thicker stuff again. There is. I mean, it has no stretch in it at all. It is brilliant stuff in that respect.
Is that kangaroo as well? Is
It's
it?
both kangaroo.
Wow.
I mean, I think if you put a punch either side like you would on your kit,
Yeah.
that's going to take
to
some
stop it.
stretching. Yeah, because if you just cut it,
Yeah.
you can just go through the grain and it just keeps on going. Cool, yeah. Whereas if you punch it, you make a hole.
Yeah.
It's a bit like you're basically trying to rip the edge again, which
Yeah.
you're never going to do. So it makes it.
Which is a
rip.
good thing if you ever split anything plastic, isn't it?
Yeah, I
To
suppose
stop
so.
it
Yeah.
continuing.
I
Like
didn't think
my
of that.
mud guards, when I used to trial,
Yeah.
I used to split and then
Drill a hole.
and
Yeah, I
stop
didn't
them
think of
going
that.
on,
Same,
yeah.
exactly the same thing, isn't it?
Same
Exactly
thing, yeah.
It's basically like you're trying to rip the edge, isn't it? Because you've now.
Yeah,
So we'll go the other way, not through the tablecloth.
because it's her
Oh,
favourite
that's
plastic
my
one.
little finger. Yeah, no, so. I think I'd say this must be with the grain. Oh my god, no.
That's it felt tougher. Than
That felt tougher.
Yeah,
Have you got a hole punch here, Pete?
I have.
I just want to try this one more. I just want to ruin the last bit of every bit of leather you've got.
That's all right. It should last me out.
No one offered is putting muff holes in it.
And that it does feel a bit thinner, doesn't it? And softer.
This is thinner. It's way more supple, which for many things is good, and for the things the stiff is good. Anklets, this is good, but for smaller birds as well.
Yeah.
No, okay. I'm going to say, Pete, that is better.
That is
a lot better. Let me just do it the other way again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite shocking actually. Now,
After comparing it to the other one.
yeah, take it off then. Yeah, that thicker one.
Yep, I like that.
So I think they're not far off the thickness. This is just very supple leather. This is better than anything I've got currently.
Yeah.
This is better, and this is better than this. Undoubtedly, now we've tried it. They are, as John said, you won't find it better. They are actually good. But let's punch holes and just do that test one more time. Out of interest.
I think now I've seen that, I actually want some of that, what you've got there. I like it.
We won't cut any more holes in this, then, and Pete can have this.
The other piece,
We're not doing any more tests now because we're making wastage.
I should make some moccasins.
Yeah, look at that. But obviously, different things. So if you're making anklets, muse jesses, flying jesses, hoods, you have a preference for the kind of stuff, whether it's the birds you've got, but horses for courses on that different kinds of equipment, really. You know, like you say that, if you want something supple,
Yeah.
like I say, certainly for micros, that is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, I have been using it for
Really nice flying jesses, grippy.
2 seasons.
Yeah, no, this is good bit of leather, but
that's
I'm
better.
impressed that this is good leather.
I'll go and get a hole
John's
punch.
Go for it. Okay, we're going to go for the whichever way was the toughest, whichever way. Okay. Real quick, because the girls have just come in and said how long until the dinner's ready, and Pete hasn't started cooking it yet. So we're just going to go in Pete's leather. This is very.
So what are you doing, Dave?
So we're going to stop this cut without cutting your tablecloth. We're going to stop this cut from running. We haven't got a chopping board. We're not doing it.
Oh, and then you're going to try and split it.
So yeah, so if you're making your jesses, in the end of your jesses for your swivel, you'd put a couple of what they called punch marks, and it should make it much harder to rip because it's it's not a tear. It's no different to the edge there, is it? It's a punched out mark. So yeah, so it's harder to rip. Oh, that is surprisingly harder. Okay, so there we go. This is your leather.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Which is better than any leather I've got. Yeah, and had for a long time. So we're going to go over. That was like our average good leather that we've come across.
Yep.
Now we're going to try this leather from Australia, from John, who's a great raptor rehabber friend of ours. And he sends us so much content and information, and just a thoroughly good bloke. So
yeah,
we're going to start on the thin one then this time.
I'll agree with that.
He's a lovely man. So, and when I moaned that you can't get good leather here, he said, I might be able to change all that for you guys soon.
Yeah.
He's moved from Tas to the mainland. And in the meantime, he's now sent us. So we're going to go both ways, because across the grain and with the grain is always going to be different. Ooh, that's okay, I think. Because we just cut it earlier in the video, and we just tore it, but we didn't really give it the benefit of the doubt, because you wouldn't just cut your leather without ending it in a punch mark. So, okay. Okay, that's in. I'm going to ignore that bit, because that's the bit I just accidentally cut through. I'm going to go. Okay, yeah, we got there.
Quite a bit of
There's a lot of pressure there. That went easier because we had cut past the. Ripped it, but that I think you could hear how tough that was, but we did manage to rip it. Certainly a very good bit of leather indeed. This is the thicker stuff.
I wonder what squirrel would be like.
Yeah, look at that. It's certainly tough when you've got to work with it to feed your birds, I think, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So again, we're going to go across the grain and with the grain. Would this be a better experiment if I wasn't so near the side? Yes, but then we might be able to use this for our own greedy purposes if we don't ruin it. And also, if you're doing jesses, you've only got that strip, so let's go for it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
God. I haven't even managed to rip it, so that gets a 10 out of 10.
You put a lot of pulling.
That took a bit, and that's hurt my thumb.
Hello, what's going on?
Hold on. Back off, biatches. We're working. Yeah.
I've just heard Karen say we're playing with leather.
I'm going to say
That's a bit.
if you want something thicker. Well, no, it's not that thick. This is a good bit of leather. I was going to say for your red tails and your eagles. Now this is a good bit of leather.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
One more go. I think 8 out of 10. Yeah, that John, when you watch this, that's impressive bit of kit. People can, I hope, email you, because I'm going to put all the links in to email you. When they inquire about this is the bit they're going to be inquiring about. That's the bit. It's that bit, that colour that you sent me.
I want some of that.
Now, I do know, or you may know, because I've even seen David Rampling post recently, good old David, that he's received some of this leather. He's very impressed with it. You guys on my channel, I've let you down a bit, because I've had this leather, I haven't even looked at it for weeks now, and I just had to get to the end of school term to finish my main work, because life's just got so manic before we unwrapped it. So it's quite fitting. We've popped down a couple of nights away to chill. We've come down to see Pete and Karen, and that's where we're opening it. That's strong leather, but I can rip it. That's strong leather, and I can't really rip it. So that's better than anything I've got by miles. It's better than your bit of leather, Pete, which is better than anything I've got. Very impressed with the toughness of this stuff. Really impressed that there is no stretch in that leather. There is no stretch in that leather, and yet look how lovely and supple that is. Down to, look at that, you know, male sparrowhawk leg size, and it's just wrapped around beautifully. That, for me, that's the best bit of leather for falconry I've had my hands on for a very long time. I'll send you the links to this. Get in touch with John. It's a thing they're trying to do is get this stuff over here to the UK. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive. I'm going to quote you prices. There'll be more of this at the end of the video. This isn't a paid promotion. This is a mate helping us not in the UK and us helping him get it over here. It's Australian dollars. I did the exchange rate recently, and it's about half. So $100, you're paying 50 quid for it. So I'll put a link to the prices. Get hold of John to get exact prices for whether you want full skins, half a skin, whatever you want. Get the exact postage to your house. Get it converted. But yeah, like I say, half a hide into one falconer. It's a lifetime with the leather. So that's a good investment. 10 out of 10. See you guys soon.